In an emergency meeting, the faculty of one of America's top universities has voted to condemn a controversial proposal from the Trump administration. The story involves a high-stakes offer of federal money and, in exchange, demands for major changes to how universities operate, touching on everything from free speech to student admissions. Today, we explain the Compact for Academic Excellence in Higher Education and why it's causing a firestorm on college campuses. On October 1, 2025, the Trump administration sent a 10-page document to 9 of the nation's most prestigious universities. The list includes Vanderbilt, MIT, Brown, and 6 others. The document, titled The Compact for Academic Excellence in Higher Education, presents a deal. If the universities sign it, they are promised special access to federal funding, including significant grants and other perks like White House invitations. The administration has given the universities a deadline of November 21st to sign on. This offer, however, comes with a long list of conditions that would fundamentally change how these institutions function. One of the most controversial sections deals with speech. The compact would require faculty and employees to avoid taking public stances on social and political events unless those events directly affect the university. It also demands that universities prevent any speech that could punish, belittle, and even spark violence against conservative ideas. Critics, including the American Association of University Professors, have called this a direct assault on academic freedom, creating an environment of fear. Some faculty have compared it to loyalty oaths required during the Red Scare of the 1950s, arguing it puts academic independence under the control of the government. The proposed rules extend deep into campus life. The compact would cap the number of international undergraduate students at 15%. It would also forbid universities from considering sex, race, ethnicity, or gender identity when deciding on student admissions or financial aid. Furthermore, it would mandate that all applicants must take the SAT or ACT college entrance exams. The compact also seeks to enforce a strict, binary definition of gender as only male and female, which would apply to campus bathrooms, locker rooms, and sports teams. Financially, the deal requires universities to freeze tuition for all United States students for 5 years. For the wealthiest institutions, it would mandate free tuition for students in hard science programs. The compact also addresses campus protests, committing universities to use lawful force, if necessary, to stop demonstrations that block access to buildings, and to enforce swift, serious, and consistent sanctions on anyone who violates these rules. This brings us to Vanderbilt University in Tennessee. Following student rallies and a petition signed by over 900 students and faculty, the Vanderbilt Faculty Senate held an emergency meeting on October 8th. In a decisive vote of 30 to 11, the Senate passed a resolution condemning the compact. The resolution calls the proposal a devil's bargain and urges the university's leadership to reject it entirely. The faculty argued that signing the agreement would be the opposite of Vanderbilt's core mission, would endanger the university's independence, and would likely violate the constitutional rights of its students and staff. Vanderbilt is not alone in its opposition. The faculty senates at the University of Virginia and the University of Arizona have passed similar resolutions, urging their administrations to reject the deal. So far, only one of the 9 universities has given a definitive answer. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, has officially and flatly rejected the compact. MIT's president, Sally Kornbluth, stated that the agreement was inconsistent with the university's mission. Meanwhile, the American Council on Education, a major higher education association, has called the proposal a Faustian bargain, a deal with the devil, and has urged all 9 universities to turn it down.
For its part, the White House has framed the compact as an encouragement for universities to work with the administration. A press secretary stated the goal is to ensure free speech and prevent the kind of illegal protest behavior seen on campuses last year. Now, 9 of America's leading universities face a critical choice with a fast-approaching deadline. They must weigh the promise of substantial federal funding against what many faculty see as an unacceptable surrender of their core principles of independence and academic freedom. The Vanderbilt administration, like most of the others, says it is still carefully reviewing the proposal. The decisions these institutions make in the coming weeks could set a powerful precedent for the relationship between the U.S. government and higher education for years to come.